Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Haji Arif sir, kindly run the crowd Afaq Provide.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. صدق الله العظيم.
Honorable Ms. Zahira, Trade Council, Third Secretary, Embassy of Iran, Honorable Executive Members and members of GCCI, Assalamu alaikum. It is an immense pleasure for us cordially welcome to Ms. Zahira of her first visit to Ghadyanious Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and highly appreciate her for dedicating her valuable time for the exchange of views and information regarding the promotion of bilateral trade and investment between Ghadyanious and Iran, potential trade opportunities available for both regions. Before proceeding further, first of all, I have detailed documentaries regarding the economic profile of Ghadyanious shown to you. Kindly.
Ghadyanious, the land of peculiar identity and warmth, the city that is achieving Pakistan's progress and prosperity goals at a fast pace. The city that is exporting more than 150 products of worth $2.5 billion approximately to over 80 countries after attaining and maintaining world standards in just a few years. Its goods have considerably shrunk the Pakistani import bill, saving the country an annual $3 billion in form of import substitution. The growth trajectory of the city towards the industrial progress can be gauged from the fact that it has paid over 40 billion rupees tax at the Regional Tax Office Gujranwala level only this year. It has over 8,000 small and medium and 13,000 cottage industry units, contributing day and night to the national prosperity and progress. The Gujranwala Chamber of Commerce and Industry, GCCI, is fully motivated to bring about economic stability in Gujranwala in particular and in Pakistan in general. It has been organizing Made in Gujranwala exhibitions to present different local products of unmatched standard and sophistication to the world for the last 2 decades. It wants to ensure an incessant increase in foreign exchange through the promotion of indigenous products at the local and international levels by conducting the exhibitions. The GCCI has raised the slogan, My Gujranwala, to help Gujranwala make a mark in the business and industrial community. The slogan has earned the status of the City of Engineering for Gujranwala. GCCI's determined march towards its goals guarantees a bright future. Gujranwala is considered as the second largest city in Pakistan with regard to SMEs due to the GCCI's continuous efforts. According to the Punjab Economic Report, Gujranwala is the 4th largest city in Punjab with regard to the spread of large-scale industry. Being a model of Prime Minister's ease of doing business vision, it has the honor of bagging 6th position according to the World Bank Report's ranking. The GCCI is offering ample job opportunities in order to eradicate poverty in Pakistan. Confirming this, a recent Punjab Directorate of Industries report has declared Gujranwala as the country's 7th largest employment provision city. Under GCCI's patronage, different member industries are producing durable quality products for exports and domestic utilization like ceramic sanitary ware, ceramic tiles, refractory bricks, pipes and fittings, sanitary fittings, bathroom accessories, light and heavy engineering, spare parts of hydro and thermal power plant, pumps and motors, machine tools and capital goods, automobile parts, agriculture implements, home appliances, tableware, cutlery, cookware, melamine and stainless steel utensils, hunting knives and swords, textiles, carpets, trailer mats and rugs, rice, seed and agro-processing, food, confectionery, plastic furniture, wood furniture, steel furniture, metal processing, hardware, steel security equipment, paper and paperboard, chemical and detergents, beauty products and cosmetics, nylon rope, steel furnace, construction goods, etc. As many as 34 Asian, 23 European, 13 African, 3 North American, 5 South American, and 2 Australian countries are the destination of the products of Gujranwala's small and medium industries, showcasing GCCI's hard work and determination. The GCCI facilitates its honorable members in a variety of ways. It readily provides ease of business assistance to the business community so as to best utilize its precious time for the national progress and development. The GCCI hosts at its premises help desks for various departments for its members. These include police khidmat workers, driving license counter, business registration portal, SMEDA, SECP, WeWalk, e-business invitation, e-bill portal desk, GEPCO. In view of Gujranwala's industrial importance, the GCCI had got approved 3 mega projects for it from the federal government. They are Gujranwala Business Center, Gujranwala Tools, Die and Mold Center, and Ceramic Center. This center is also benefiting other cities. Modern technical education is also being offered to hone the skills of local workers. Similarly, by rolling out quality designs, the Ceramics Center is playing a major role in promoting the local ceramics industry. Significantly, the GCCI ensured the establishment of the small industrial estates and the export processing zone. Currently, these estates with their vast industrial assets are contributing a great deal in the national economy by producing top quality items. Industrial Estate number 42 has been established for promoting industry and to meet the pressing need of the industrial expansion. It is also vital to present the GCCI's welfare aspect, under which the Gujranwala business community has taken revolutionary steps in the health sector on self-help basis, providing health care to nearly 40% of the city's population. Siddiq Sadiq Trust Hospital for Cardiology, Haji Murad Eye Trust Hospital, Ibrahim Eye Trust Hospital, Jinnah Trust Hospital, Rafiq Akbar Memorial Trust Hospital, Allama Iqbal Trust Hospital, and Al Rai Trust Hospital are serving the humanity 24 hours a day along with other hospitals. Upgradation of the district hospital and provision of latest ambulances to it, free hepatitis injections for the poor, and regular upgradation of the social security hospital are also its achievements. The GCCI has always fully cooperated with the district administration. Its contributions include provision of Japanese fire tenders to the rescue Level 1, Level 2 and motorcycles for police. In addition, its members generously donate for the rehabilitation of the effectees of any calamity that hits the country. The GCCI, with cooperation of its valued members, is awarding scholarships in the field of education to financially deserving brilliant students through established Health Education Trust and provision of cooperation in monetary terms for the welfare of prisoners through Prisoners Welfare Trust, established with the collaboration of administration of District Central Jail, are also some of the highlighted activities and initiatives include incorporate social responsibility of GCCI, and many other social welfare projects were undertaken needed from time to time. Students of Gujranwala had to travel to other cities for engineering, medical, and university education. To facilitate them, the GCCI managed to establish Rasna Engineering College, Gujranwala Medical College, and Punjab University's local campus in Gujranwala from the government. The GCCI earnestly desires self-help-based mega projects at the local and national level in view of Gujranwala's industrial potential and provision of missing facilities to the city, its people, and industry so as to enhance our industrial production and exports. The dream projects include Special Economic Zone, New Industrial Estate, Dry Port, Motorway Link, Cargo Train for Golden Triangle Region, latest international material testing and certification lab, Expo Center, Children's Hospital, University of Gujranwala, and all such initiatives need to strengthen industry-academia linkage to commercialize the research. The GCCI is striving hard to meet its targets and it believes that the future of the coming generations will be brightened only by strengthening Pakistan's economy through vibrant business. It stands by the Pakistan government in expanding business activity in the country.
Thank you very much. Now I give some of the trade statistic of bilateral trade between Pakistan and Iran. According to Trade Statistic International Trade Center, Pakistan exported to Islamic Republic of Iran during year 2020 is worth $3,000. Imports of Pakistan from Islamic Republic of Iran during 2020 worth $371.826 million. According to trade statistic of State Bank of Pakistan, Pakistan exported to Islamic Republic of Iran during year 2021 is worth $155,000. Major items, products exports from Ghadyanious to Iran is rice. Major export items from Pakistan to Iran are the major Iran is machinery, mechanical appliances, boiler parts, rice. The major import products from Iran to Pakistan are mineral fuels, mineral oils, eatable, vegetable, fruit, coffee, salt, dairy, cereals in certain routes, and tubers, iron and steel, raw hides, rubber, chemical, inorganic chemicals, carpets, plastics and articles, glass and glassware, machinery, mechanical appliances, articles of stone, plaster, cement, footwear, extra, and the products with greatest export potential from Pakistan to Iran is Islamic Republic is rice instruments used in medical sciences, and seeds. Rice shows the large absolute difference between potential and actual export in value terms, leaving room to realize additional export of rupees $12.9 million. The product with greatest export potential for Iran to Pakistan are polyethylene in primary forms used. The largest absolute difference between potential and actual export in value terms, leaving room to realize additional export of US dollar is $52.4 million. And it is need of the hour to promote trade activities between Bilateral in general and Pakistan in particular, and your country, frequent exchange of trade delegations, facilitate B2B contact, organizing exhibition in each other country, and participation of businessmen there or reciprocal basis could be another effective tool to improve bilateral trade and investment among Pakistan and Iran. Similar exchange of visit of the top executive functionaries usually would have tremendous impact in cementing and expanding economic relationship among each other. We request you to please identify the areas of cooperation for the promotion of bilateral trade between Ghadyanious and Iran. We shall appreciate your suggestion, and whereas in this regard we assure you of our best cooperation. I once again thank you very much for traveling all the way to this chamber. I hope our decision will definitely prove instrumental in achieving the goals of strengthening the economic ties between Pakistan and Iran, and for the promotion of trade and investment between businessmen of Ghadyanious and counterparts there in Iran. Your visit to this chamber indeed is a great sign of friendship and shows your intention to promote bilateral trade and investment as well. Now I would like to request Ms. Zahira to share her thoughts with our members. Please give her a big hand. Thank you very much.
Before everything, thank you for all our members. I'm so happy to be here, and it is my ambition I had in Ghadyanious, and I I should say thank you for Mr. Muhammad Shuaib for inviting me to this meeting, and thank you for Mr. Kazemi that he arranged this meeting and cooperate with me and coordinate this to I'm being here. Thank you so much. It is, I said, it is my appreciation to see all of you. And also, I'm in Irani, but I never sense Pakistan and Iran is different from each other. I think all of you, like my brother, and not only me, but also all of the Iranians have a positive view to all of you, and we try strongly to promote the relationship with each other, especially in trade. As you know, the new government in Iran proposed under extend the relationship with neighboring country, and this is our policy, and we strong go ahead in this path. I think I'm here only 5 months in Pakistan, and I see a lot of capacity between two countries for trade. Unfortunately, because of the sanction, we are limited to have a good relation with each other. As you know, we are Muslim people, and halal food is a very good capacity for us, not only for you, but also we in Iranian side. And our economy is not the competition with each other, but also to compete with each other. Iran has a very huge source in oil and energy, and Pakistan has a huge capacity in agriculture and meat and rice. And Iranian people need to meat, rice, and like this. And your country needs oil, energy, electricity, gas, and like this. And unfortunately, because of the sanction, we cannot use the complete capacity. And inshallah, in the future, we try to remove this obstacle between two countries and try to promote the trade relationship. I should say the government have a step to make a facility for trade. As you know, this year, two governments agreed to open the two border crossing between two countries, new border crossing, and the two countries try to establish three border market between the common border. And I think this is so important step for promote the trade between two countries. Also, 1 month ago, ninth joint trade committee was held between two countries, and Mr. Abdulrazak Dawood invited to Iran and hold this trade committee. In this committee, two countries proposed to enhance the bilateral trade and make a mechanism or determine the mechanism for the barter trade. Because of the sanction, we don't have a banking transaction, and two governments, not only Iran but also Pakistan government, try to find a solution for the banking. And we try to determine the mechanism for the barter trade, especially for rice and gas, LPG. Inshallah, in the future, we determine this and activate this barter trade. Uh, uh, I'm here to introduce Iran economic capacity for you. Also, Mr. Shuaib mentioned to some of the capacity between two countries. But I mentioned some of the main parts of the capacity for Iran and Pakistan. The first one, as you know, Iran has a very good in reach of the energy, not only for LPG but also for electricity and gas and like this. And the new government in Iran focused on the investing or capital for oil. Every people want to go to Iran and investing in oil. We are ready to help them and guide them to how they invested in the oil section. Another one is handmade carpet. You know, Iran is famous for handmade carpet and have a very good, very high quality in a handmade carpet. And I should say strongly, Iran is the first country in handmade carpet, and this is a good field for trade and for investment. Food industry is other section that you know, Iran has a lot of factory in food, like this famous brand, and export a lot of products from different countries, not only for European country, but also in Arab country and neighbor country. And you know, with very bad sanction, and now we are 28 rank of the economic in the world. And because of this industry, because of this potential. And a lot of different type of the cake, biscuit, dairy in industries like cheese, breakfast cream, that is so famous in Iran with the high quality is produced in factory. Another field of the cooperation is car industry. Iran has a large car company like Iran Khodro, Saipa, and some of the other many famous car factory that you can that produce in a different type like agriculture car and agriculture vehicle and train wagon. Train wagon is another vehicle that is produced in Iran. And different type of cars, small cars, big cars, everyone you want. And you can import auto parts of the car from the Iran and assemble here. And Iran Khodro is ready to cooperation with you in this field. I should say investment in Iran is so easy, and with the facility for every person who wants to go to Iran, we have a different free zone trade, free zone economy, and with the very good facility for everyone. I said investing in oil, investing in packaging. Some of the Pakistani businessmen go Iran, and now they have a packaging industry in Chabahar, in Kish, and another free zone. I should say, I should mention to the chain store. Iran, if you travel to Iran, you see the different chain store in Iran. And they have a very good experience in chain store. You can, Iranian side is ready to have an agreement with you to export Iranian food food and everything, and make a Chinese tour in Pakistan. Health tourism is another section for investing. You know, Iranian medical and hospital is so famous in the region. Most of the people from the Arab countries come to Iran for treatment. And Iran has a very famous doctors, especially in surgery, and every kind of the medical. And I should say, mention to the textile. Pakistan is famous for in textile. And one of the Iranian company, it's the Ayub textile in Iran, is ready to have a cooperation with everyone who want to investment or cooperation in textile. I mentioned to the main sector of the cooperation between two countries. Also, there are a lot of things that I think if I wanted to explain this, I should say only I should take a lot of time to explain it. I think it's better to stop here and hear your voice, hear your opinion about this. And Mr. Kazem will try to, if you want to speak Urdu, Mr. Kazem translate to me. I'm here to listen to your opinion, listen to your option. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your hospitality, and thank you for everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Definitely, we all look towards Iran like our dear brothers country. Visit is a great honor for us, and I hope Gujranwala businessman looked positively towards the industry you have mentioned about, like car industry, auto parts, and oil, and other. And there are a few things I think my member would like to ask you. First of all, I would like to, Mr. Azhar Islam.
Thank you, President Saab. Assalamu alaikum. So, I am an industrialist and I am dealing in electric fan and auto parts manufacturing. And we are exporting our product to 14, 15 countries in the world. So, first of all, I have a very deep sentiments for Iran especially, because I know that when I was in the school in the early 70s, so we read so much about Iran and Pakistan and Turkey. There was some regional cooperation at that time called RCT. So it was in our syllabus. We read the whole cordial relationship we have with Iran, and still we understand that we have a very close brother relationship, and we love to work with Iranian people. And so my first question is that the data which I conceived from the internet, Pakistan import from Iran is around 2% of your trade partner. Pakistan is a trade partner of Iran by 2%, which is around $2 billion. I don't think which I got from the internet. But from Pakistan, we have a very big trade deficit with Iran. And the reason perhaps that our B2B interaction is comparatively not good enough. So my first question is that what can you do and what can we proceed in future to develop a potential business relationship with an Iranian businessman, and what is the best channel to use for, and so that we can develop a bilateral import and export, or maybe barter trade with Iranian businessmen. So this we need your help and advice how to proceed in this regard. And the second thing you told us that in carpets is a very good, Irani carpets are known worldwide. So if we want to import some good carpets from Iran and Pakistan market, so again in this case you can refer us good potential customers from Iran.
Yeah.
And the last one is that since I am also in the manufacturing and I am also the manufacturer, so I would also love to have some customers in China, in Iran, to export electric fan and auto parts. We have a big injection molding facility. We can make plastic parts. And according to the data which I conceived from this, that China, Iran is importing $2.7 billion of fans annually. 2.7 million fans Iran is importing, and the major portion is coming from China. So I would also like to find out some good importer which are importing fans from China, so that we can contact these people for the export of our product to China, to Iran as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, I should say, and after that, another one. I should say about the why the statistic about the bilateral trade is low. I should say it's not it is not true, because of the sanction, Iranian businessmen have to announce or introduce yourself not Iran. They have to say we are from other country. And because of this, in the statistic they said the Iran and the Pakistan is a law. It's not true. And this is the rule of your customs, because of related to banking, state bank of the Pakistan. They had to Iranian to fill the E-form, and the E-form they cannot mention to the Iran. Iranian people couldn't mention to Iran, and the destination of the goods it's not the Iran, it's other country. You write the other countries, but they enter to Iran, because this is the main reason that you see the statistics and you say it's low, it's very low level. It's not true, and this is the main reason. But we try to enhance the free trade agreement. Two countries try to sign the agreement, free trade agreement. Unfortunately, tariff between two countries is so high. Tariff in the customs, and two countries trying and speaking about the free trade. And if I said the second reason is related to the tariff, and you know, Pakistan and China have a free trade, and you see that a lot of products come to China from here with the very low tariff or zero tariff. And this is another things that related to the low level. Also, two countries trying and have a plan to sign the free trade agreement, inshallah, in the future. Yes. And I think with this situation and with this sanction, tariff, and with this situation, also most of the Pakistani businessmen at now doing business with Iran. And I mentioned today the capacity of the businessman with business to countries. In this field, you should promote, you should you should gain a lot of profit, yes. You should give a very profit in this field. For example, I said the oil and the textile, and I mentioned to this. And another question was?
So contracts in Iran,
Uh-huh.
you have established a business relationship with the Iranian customers. B2B.
Yes. Also, if you want, I can manage every industry business in Iran. You can go in Iran and visit to them. I'm in here to make a close relationship between you and the Iranian side. If you want every industry, I try to find a person and introduce you and arrange the B2B in Iran or not in here. We try to arrange it, and I think it's better than other ways. It's better you by B2B negotiation is held in Pakistan or in Iran. If you want, I can arrange this. Yes, carpet. Yeah. Yeah, and the carpet. As now, I can introduce some women that they have a carpet in Kerman province in Iraq. It is famous for, and if you want, please write your name and send me your request, and I introduce a person in carpet. You call them and speak, inshallah. Yeah, buy carpet from Iran. Thank you so much.
अगर आपके बात की जवाब में दो दूँ तो वो ज़्यादा मुनासिब होगा। पहला मैं कहूँगा कि लो है, दूसरा मैं कहूँगा हाई है। एक्चुअली हमारी जो ट्रेड हो रही है ईरान और पाकिस्तान के दरमियान, तो दैट इज़ नॉट डॉक्यूमेंटेड। एक बात, दूसरी बात ये कि मसलन हम राइस एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं, तो एक तो हम पुरानी कंपनियों के नाम लेते हैं, हम जब तुर्की के नाम दे देते हैं या अजरबैजान के नाम दे देते हैं, तो वो डायरेक्ट ईरान की ट्रेड की उसमें नहीं आएगी। मसलन अभी मेरे पास 10,000 टन का राइस का है, आप उसकी पेमेंट कैसे आएगी? दैट इज नॉट डॉक्यूमेंटेड, डॉक्यूमेंटेड नहीं होगी। या बार्टर की थ्रू होगी, उसके अगेंस्ट वीज़ा देनी या वो पैसा घूम के आएगा। ई फार्म की रिक्वायरमेंट पूरी करने के लिए अगर हम ई फार्म न दें तो एक ट्रेडर को 2.5 से 3 लाख रुपया एक कंसाइनमेंट पे नुकसान होता है। ई फार्म अगर वो ई फार्म कैसे नहीं होता, वाटर ट्रेड का अगेंस्ट नहीं मिलता। सेकेंडली अगर डॉलर नहीं आएंगे तो ई फार्म नहीं मिलेगा। ये हम ट्रेडर्स का काम है। बेसिकली मैं इस्लामाबाद कैंपस से हम ट्रेडर्स का ये काम है कि हम अपनी गवर्नमेंट को ये प्रेशराइज करें कि हम इंडिया के साथ तजारत कर रहे हैं, दुनिया के हर मुल्क के साथ तजारत कर रहे हैं, तो ईरान के साथ लीगल तजारत करने में क्या इशू है? हमारी आपस में बैंकिंग की ट्रांजेक्शन क्यों नहीं है? दादर में ना हो, वो हमारे पास भी एक्सेप्ट कर लें। मैं इनसे भी यही रिटर्न भी यही दफा दी है, इनसे पहले भी ट्रेड काउंटर कर दिया, वो हमारा पास भी एक्सेप्ट कर लें और हम इनके डिमांड एक्सेप्ट कर लें। अभी आप कप्तान बॉर्डर पे जाएँ तो वहाँ पे कोई ट्रेड होती है, वो तो पास ले लेते हैं, हम सामान ले लेते हैं, वहाँ पे हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता और बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेड होती है। इसमें बलोच बहुत ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व है, बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेड कर रहे हैं, लेकिन वो डॉक्यूमेंटेड नहीं है। बस इसी चीज़ है।
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, miss. I would like to to us. Ahmed sir, Ahmed Law, please ask your question directly.
Firstly, I would like to welcome you and Zahira and Saish. It's truly an honor for us to have you over in Untitled Chapter Common Industry. We're truly honored to be present. I would like to converse in Urdu if Mr. Khan would translate it for
Yeah.
Ms. Zahira. And I think it's better all of us to converse in Urdu because we're more fluent, we're more it's more convenient for us to talk in Urdu and we have Mr. Khan just translate whatever we have to say. काफी साहब कुछ ज़्यादा बोलूँगा मैं तो मुझे बताइए कहाँ ब्रेक है और आप ट्रांसलेट कीजिए। सबसे पहले तो मैं हमारा काफी साहब का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ क्योंकि जो हम मीटिंग कंडक्ट कर रहे हैं इसका बहुत बड़ा रोल है। ये हमारी एक्सपो पे आए थे GBC में, हमें मिले, उन्होंने एक्सपो सेंटर को व्यू किया और उसके बाद उन्होंने बोला कि मैं पाक ईरान ट्रेड के लिए कुछ करना चाहता हूँ। ये मीटिंग वहाँ से स्टार्ट हुई। खालिदा प्लीज।
صحبت کرنا برائے پاکستان و ایران تجارت ایجاد باشد وہاں کے مشاہدے ہمارا شماریہ سکیل کہ قدیموں نے
ہماری جو بھی نئی ریویو چیمبر میں ہے ہم بیسیکلی دوسرا والا کو گلوبلائز کرنا چاہتے ہیں، اپنی انڈسٹری کو پروموٹ کرنا چاہتے ہیں ہر اس ملک میں جہاں تک ہم پہنچ سکتے ہیں۔
میرے خیال کہ گجرا والا شہر صنعتی ریاست میرے خیال کہ جن ہائی ایجا پیدا پرموٹ باشد پر ایران و پورے دنیا بنیادی حضرت
اور جب ہم ایکسپورٹ کی بات کرتے ہیں تو آپ کے لیبر سے اچھی مارکیٹ آپ کے لیے کوئی نہیں ہو سکتی کیونکہ وہ بالکل آپ کے قریب ہوتے ہیں، آپ کا جو فریٹ چارج ہے اس طرح کے جو معاملات ہیں وہ بہت آسان ہوتے ہیں۔
برائے دیکھان کے مجھے میں تجارت والا باشے فقط ایک پارمان اگر فاہم باشے یعنی قدرت پارمان خوب باشے پارمان زیادہ باشے یہ مجھے میں تجارت والا باشے۔
اور جس طرح میں بھی آپ نے جس طرح اگر ریکویسٹ کیا دیکھیں مینلی ہمارا جو پرابلم ہے وہ ری ایکسپورٹ ہے۔ ہم ایران کے ساتھ ٹریڈ کے نمبر اس لیے کم ہے کہ ہماری ہی پروڈکٹ تھرڈ کنٹری ری ایکسپورٹ کرتے ہیں ایران، اس لیے آپ کو میں بھی ایران تھا جب صدر صاحب نے مجھے بتایا کہ صرف $3,000 کی آپ کی ایکسپورٹ تھی تو میں بھی لیا تھا۔ تو ریزن یہ ہے کہ آپ کی پروڈکٹ ری ایکسپورٹ ہونے کا مطلب ہے کہ آپ کی پروڈکٹ مہنگی وہاں جا رہی ہے آلریڈی۔
جن سے پاکستان کسی دیگر کشور بہتری و اس میں وہ مارکا فوٹیج ساتھی کو نہیں ہوا دوبارہ ساتھی پر قیمت والا نہیں۔
اور یہی ریزن ہے کہ ہم نے یہ سیشن بھی کال کیا تھا کہ ہم یہ چاہتے ہیں کہ ہم سب جو گنڈا والا بزنس مین ہیں ہم اس اپرچونٹی کا فائدہ اٹھائیں اور ایران کو ایک بہت بڑی مارکیٹ جس طرح انہوں نے آپ کو اپنی اسپیچ میں بتایا کہ سینکشن بھی ہیں، بینکنگ چینل کا بھی ایشو ہر طرف ہے، لیکن پھر بھی انہوں نے ایک بڑی اکانومی بولا کہ وہ اس وقت ہے۔ تو آپ خود اندازہ لگا سکتے ہیں کہ آپ کے ہمسائے بھی ہیں، 28 بگیسٹ اکانومی بھی آپ کے پاس وہ موجود ہے اور ہم وہاں پہ ہمیں جس طرح قاضی صاحب نے بولا تھا کہ ہم لوگوں کو ٹریڈرز کو یہ دیکھنا ہے کہ ہم کس طرح اس چیز کو استعمال کریں، کس طرح ایک راستے کریٹ کریں گورنمنٹ کے ساتھ مل کے۔ بارٹر ٹریڈ آلریڈی الاؤ کر دی گئی ہے ایران کے ساتھ، آپ کے پاس تھرڈ پارٹیز اویلیبل ہیں، قاضی صاحب یہ کام آلریڈی کر رہے ہیں، آپ کا بہت زیادہ چاول آلریڈی وہ لے کے جا رہے ہیں ایران سے۔ اور انہوں نے ہمیں یہ پرپوزل دیا تھا کہ اگر ہمارے ساتھ دوسرا ہونا چیمبر یا GBC کوئی ایسے کوئی میٹنگ ارینج کرے یا کوئی سلیکشن ارینج کرے تو میں انہیں بتا سکتا ہوں کہ کس طرح یہ ٹریڈ ممکن ہے۔
ابھی آپ نے بہت زیادہ لمبا کال کیا جس سے میرے لیے
I can speak in English if you want.
یعنی مسئولیت ماہ یعنی تاجران پاکستانی مسئولیت ہے کہ برنامہ دنیا میں کہ این مشکلات مابین کشور حل کو حل باشے و حضر تجارت والا باشے اور اکنامک یعنی اقتصاد ایران خیلی بزرگ ہے و مواقع خیلی بزرگ ہے یعنی 28 اکانومی نمبر ایک ہمارے اکانومی ایران کا ہے و اللہ کی مسئولیت ماں ہے مشکل باہم حل بھی کنم باہم بیشن صحبت بھی کنم وفود تجاری میرے ایران از ایران اینجا میاد باہم اگر مربوط باقی مشکل انشاءاللہ حل
ایک خبر جو میں ابھی کل پڑھ رہا تھا ڈسکشن ہوئی وہ یہ تھی کہ فریٹ ٹرین پاکستان سے ٹرکی کے وایا ایران ہو کے جا رہی ہے. آپ کچھ سوچ سکتے ہیں کہ ٹریڈ کتنی ایزی ہو سکتی ہے ہم سب کے لیے اگر ہم اس پہ ایز اے ٹریڈر ایز اے مینوفیکچرر ایز اے بزنس مین کوشش کریں کہ ہم کس طرح اپنی پروڈکٹ کو یہاں سے موو کر سکتے ہیں. اگر ٹرکی جا سکتی ہے تو وایا ایران جا رہی ہے وہ پروڈکٹ. تو ہمیں اپنی گورنمنٹ کے ساتھ بھی مل کے خود چیمبر کے پلیٹ فارم پہ ان چیزوں کو ڈسکس کرنا پڑے گا کہ کس طرح ممکن ہے یہ چیزیں.
اللہ قطار گیرے یا پاکستان کا ترکی چرا برای ایران نمی یعنی کار برداری برای ترکیه هست و میره از طرف ایران واحد و ایران کار همیشه و ترکیه کار میکنه چرا برای ایران کار میکنه اگر با هم مشاورت میکنه کار صحیح ہے. آپ کو اتنا بتا دیتا ہوں آج پہلی ٹرین ایران کے لیے جا رہی ہے.
And I would like to end by saying that we are already working for a trade delegation. We are already working for an Iranian expo in Gujranwala. Things are in progress. We are working with the Kazmi Saab. Let's hope, let's pray, let's put in our efforts to make these things possible between the two countries. Because I think both our countries have huge bilateral trade potential and we need to fulfill that. These numbers that you are reading today are not representing the trade potential the two countries have, the bilateral trade potential the two countries have. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it is so good suggestion for us, and I am trying very hardly to make an arrangement in Iran with the related industry we want, inshallah in the March, to travel to Iran and manage this, to have a very good session with the Iranian side and have a bilateral. I start from it. I come back to embassy. I started this to arrange this, inshallah, for you, inshallah. Only I explained to Mr. Kazemi that please write a letter for me for embassy of the Iran and say and write which industry you need to have a meeting. And you mentioned your plan to Iran and date and which Chamber of Commerce you need to have a meeting with them. Please write this and send me. You can send me by WhatsApp or by Mr. Kazemi. I give this letter and after that I coordinate with Tehran, inshallah, Tehran or Mashhad. Every city you want. Every city you want. I manage this with Chamber of Commerce at this city, that city that you want. Inshallah, have a good outcome from this. Inshallah.
Thank you very much. سوال کرنا چاہ رہے
میں یہ سوال کرنا چاہ رہا ہوں کہ میں بھی ٹیکسٹائل اور میں فینسی بیڈ شیٹس جو میں of B2B, जो से आया वो
صنعت نساجی. برای مبل منظورتونه من تحت بخواد کوشک I should say Iran has industry in this point and is in the bed for bed. But I should ask them, I don't know really from the market. Yeah, I should ask, and is it made in Iran or not? Unfortunately, I don't have a statistic on this. But in textile for clothes, yeah, for clothes it's so easy, and we have the capacity for clothes, and some of the parça لباس بهشون بگید parça لباس میدونیم parça منظورم parça yeah. And another thing that's so neat in Iran is chador, black chador. Yeah, it is so neat, and Iran import this fabric from the other countries. If you have the capacity, you can yes. Chador is so useful for Iranian women. And unfortunately, most of this fabric material from other countries, especially Korean countries. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. This is the good. Yeah. Yeah, in money transaction, also I mentioned we don't have any banking transaction between two countries. But some of the businessmen, like Mr. Kazemi, is ready to help you. And Mr. Kazemi is one of the good businessmen between Iran and Pakistan, and have a lot of rice export, export from the Pakistan to Iran. Have a good experience in how do you business with Iran. You can, every person who wanted to start a business and trade with Iran, ask the help from the Mr. Kazemi. I said there are some problem in the Iran trading between two countries. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Ahmad, yes. I think it's better you're thinking about agreement or memorandum of understanding between your Chamber of Commerce and one of the Iran city Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. You're thinking about this, and if you want to have an agreement between two Chamber of Commerce, inform me. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah.
कोई पेश में आप देख लीजिए आज अभी ये आप गुजरात वाला चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स का एक MOU कि यहाँ के मेंबर वहाँ की आज़ादी मेंबर वहाँ के आज़ादी मेंबर यहाँ की आज़ादी ये लेटर देंगे
towards all three avenues. We'll be arranging the delegation, we'll be having the expo, and this idea we are already working for an MOU with the Colombo Chapter of Commerce and Industry. So this, I hope this could be the first one that we sign. So we'll work towards it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ali Humayun, what do you want to talk about the scrap and the metal industry?
We just want to know if is it any possibility that we can import the scrap from Iran and stuff like that, because it is coming to Pakistan but from other channels, not from legal channels. Is it any possibility?
Yeah, there are some businessmen who do this, and this iron, iron production. And they have, yes, I know some of the businessmen is doing this, and it's okay. You can go to Tehran. Tehran is the center of this industry. Yeah, you can do this. But I don't know what is the tariff. Please, everything if you want to enter to every industry, you check the tariff between two countries. Yeah, unfortunately, some of the industry is high tariff, but I think it's not so high.
That is not a big
Yeah.
problem. The problem is that is there any sanction that we can import from Tehran or easier for us?
Ask Mr. Kazemi. He help you to resolve this problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we import scrap and we can barter trade, we can re-export household metal parts and other things, so we can re-export copper with the remarriage. There is a scope. We can discuss with you and later then we will see what we can do. Mr. Imran, please.
जनाब सदर मेरा इनसे एक सवाल है कि जो बार्टर ट्रेड है इसकी मेन प्रॉब्लम बैंकिंग ट्रांजैक्शन ना होना, वो हमारी गवर्नमेंट की सुस्ती है, कमज़ोरी है। उस पर हमें पहले थोड़ी सी वर्किंग करके अपनी गवर्नमेंट को इस बात पर कायल करें कि ईरान के साथ बैंकिंग लेन देन जो है ना वो प्रॉपर हो, जिस तरह इंडिया का है और दूसरे मुल्कों को इजाज़त है। हम हमसाया होने के बावजूद हमें इजाज़त नहीं दी जाती। इस पर चैम्बर हमारा फेडरेशन लेवल पर इस बात को उठाए। इसकी वजह से हमारी जितनी भी ट्रेड है जो मजबूरी के तौर पर हम बार्टर के लोगों के ज़रिए करते हैं, उसमें हम नुकसान उठाते हैं। उसमें ईरान गवर्नमेंट 4 कदम हमसे आगे है। पहले हम इस चीज़ के ऊपर आए, अगर ईरान से ट्रेड करनी है तो पहले बैंकिंग ट्रांजैक्शन वाया दुबई, वाया इराक, वाया अज़रबैजान, ये चीज़ें गवर्नमेंट से हम खुद पहले ये चीज़ें क्लियर करवाएं, तो फिर ये जितने मसाइल हमारे साथी बयान कर रहे हैं ना, इनकी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। वो सुस्ती हमारी तरफ से है। और जो मेरा इनसे सवाल है वो ये है कि ईरानी एम्बेसी क्या हमारे ताजर बरादरी को सहूलत दे सकती है? मसलन ईरानी इम्पोर्टर्स और एक्सपोर्टर्स की लिस्ट क्या इनसे मिल सकती है? मसलन इनका कोई डिपार्टमेंट है एम्बेसी में?
अच्छा, जो पहला पार्ट है उसको जो रहने वगैरह हमारे कंसर्न है, दूसरे का जवाब देते हैं।
I should prefer to say Persian to Mr. You know, I try to say English and Mr. Kazemi say to Urdu. You asked me to give you a list of the businessman, Iranian businessman to you. I should say yes, there is. There is a list of this, but I should ask from the Chamber of Commerce to give us. But unfortunately, because of the sanction of the United States, we cannot we cannot give this list to the public. You know, United States started to sanction the person of the Iran, the businessman of the Iran, unfortunately. And because of this, most of the businessmen don't stay and don't register your name. Because of this. Also, if you want every industry businessman, I can introduce yourself. It's easy for me. I started to make a bilateral connection between you and every person you want. But I think, I asked the Chamber of Commerce in Tehran, is it ready? I publish it and send it to the Mr. Muhammad. But I think it's not available at now because of the sanctions.
Thank you. आप समय राजी होगी ठीक है वो इंशाल्लाह हमें भेज देंगे फिर हम लोग उस पर शेयर कर लेंगे वाजिद अली नकवी साहब प्लीज अपना सवाल करें और फिर हम वाइड की तरफ जा रहे हैं
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for giving me the opportunity. I would also like to thank Khanam Zahra Ghadyanious and Agha Saeed Nasiri, and special thanks to Agha Mazhar Kazmi for all the way moderating. My question is from education side. Is there any possibility or opportunity, can we go for the student exchange program in some Iranian universities, especially as Iran is good in cybersecurity? So we would love to go for the MOU signing in student exchange program and credit or transfer program with Iranian universities.
Yeah, we have a bilateral agreement, I think, before it's come back to, maybe, I'm not sure. 40 years ago, we have an agreement in the education, in the, I think, between the Tehran University and Lahore University. But if you want, yes, Iranian University is ready to have an agreement with you. And if you want, you propose your propose and send me. I send to the Tehran, and one of my colleagues in the embassy is in charge of the diplomatic, cultural diplomatic. I ask her to join you to one of the Iranian, especially in Tehran or other province, every university you want. Yeah, it's ready. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to introduce you with my friend, my brother, my colleague Afaq, Ayub, his senior vice president. I would like him to ask you to answer the question, and then he will complete his session and officially thank you very much.
Shukran, Mr. Sadar, Janab Sadar, for this introduction. Having a question regarding the exchange rate, two different exchange rates in Iran going on, according to my knowledge. अगर इनको समझ नहीं आएगी please इनको समझा दीजिएगा. मेरी इंफॉर्मेशन के मुताबिक ईरान में इस वक्त दो exchange rates चल रहे हैं. It's a different exchange rates for an importer and for the exporter. अगर ये बात सही है, so how the state bank or the regulating authority in Iran is managing this?
فارسی میگم بهشون بگید ما میگیم ارز دو نرخی، یعنی ارزی که دو تا نرخ داره، یه نرخ دولتی داره، یه نرخ چیز داره. ما تقریبا 3-4 سال پیش یک نرخ داشتیم تغییر بود، ولی بعد از این حالت تحریم‌های آمریکا اومد به خاطر اینکه به یک سری از کالاها باید یارانه تعلق بگیره، این اتفاق افتاد که دولت میاد فقط به اون پروداکت هایی که اساسی هستن مثل برنج، مثل چیزهایی که این هستش پول 4000 تومانی روش اختصاص میده، بقیه افراد باید گاز هست. این فقط برای یارانه ها هستش که دولت کمک کنه که اقتصاد به چرخه.
اچھا وہ کیسے کرتے ہیں کہ جو کھانے پینے کی چیزیں مثلا چاول ان کے لیے لازم ہے، جو کھانے پینے کی چیزیں ہیں ان کے لیے وہ ایران کی تجارت کو کہتے ہیں کہ آپ بینک میں 4200 تومان جمع کریں، ہم آپ کو اس کے بدلے میں $1 دیتے ہیں۔ باقی لوگ جو لگژری امپورٹ کرتے ہیں، فریج امپورٹ کر دیا، موبائل امپورٹ کر دیا، یہ زندگی کی ضروریات نہیں ہے، وہ کہتے ہیں ٹھیک ہے آپ بازار سے جا کر خریدیں، خرید کی جان سے بدلے چیز لائیں، اس کے لیے بھی گورنمنٹ کی طرف سے کوئی پابندی نہیں ہے۔ 28,000 کا $1 چل رہا ہے جو ابھی کر رہے ہیں۔ گورنمنٹ ان کو دیتی ہے تاکہ لوگوں کو سہولت ملے، خوراک ان کو سستی ملے، جیسے چاول ہے، آئل ہے یا وہ کھانے والی چیزیں جو ایران میں نہیں ہوتی، نیسیسٹی ہے، اس کے لیے ان اپنے عوام کی مدد کرتی ہے تاکہ وہ لوگوں کو اس پہ یہ
all the imports of necessities, government should be facilitating the importers, and what the Iranian government is doing by subsidizing the dollars against the necessities, اور luxuries کے لیے وہ بہت زیادہ اس پہ کرتے ہیں جو 28,000 تومان کا $1 دیتے ہیں۔
اس میں یہ ہے، میں گزارش کروں آپ کو، اگر گورنمنٹ سب کے لیے ایک ریٹ کر دے، وہ بینک والا ریٹ جو کر دے، تو اس کے اگینسٹ کیا ہوتا ہے؟ ایسے ہوا ہے کہ لوگ کہتے ہیں کہ ہم یہ چاول امپورٹ کرنے لگتے ہیں، وہ پیسے اس کے حساب سے ڈالر لے لیتے ہیں، لے کر وہ ڈالر باہر بلیک کر کے بیچ دیتے ہیں۔
یہ گورنمنٹ اس میں کیا کرتے ہیں؟
اب گورنمنٹ کی باقاعدہ کمپنی کو رجسٹر کرتی ہے، ان سے اپلیکیشن لیتی ہے کہ آپ کو سال میں کتنا چاول چاہیے، وہ کہتے ہیں کہ ہمیں 1000 ٹن کا چاول چاہیے، وہ 1000 ٹن کا 4200 تومان کے حساب سے پیسے جمع کراتے ہیں بینک میں، پھر گورنمنٹ کہتی ہے کہ آپ بتائیں اس کمپنی کا اکاؤنٹ نمبر دیں جس میں ہم نے یہ ڈالر بھیجنے ہیں، خود ٹھیک ہے۔ اگر تو وہ خود کمپنی کو ڈائریکٹ بھیج نہیں سکتے، ایکچولی وہ کمپنی کے کنٹیکٹ دیتی ہے، ان کو کہتی ہے یہ لے جی آپ پیسے لے لیں اور اس کمپنی کو دے دیں۔ اب اس کمپنی کے اکاؤنٹ سے وہ کنفرم کر سکتی ہے کہ یہ آپ کو ڈالر ملے، جیسے ہمیں وہ ہمارے نام پہ ہم اپلیکیشن ان کو دیتے ہیں، وہ آگے جمع کراتے ہیں، پھر ہم سے وہ کنفرم کرتے ہیں کہ آپ کو یہ ڈالر ملے یا نہیں ملے۔ اگر ہم یہ کہہ دیں کہ ہمیں نہیں ملے، پھر وہ اس بندے کو پکڑ لیتے ہیں، اس وقت تک ضمانت نہیں ہوتی، باہر نہیں آتا جب تک وہ پیسے نہیں دیتے۔
افاق صاحب،
دولت کی چوری کی مینجمنٹ من حکم کے دولت یہ درخواست دیتی ہے از یعنی ایک واردات برنج کی خالی درخواست دیتی ہے و حساب فروشندہ بگی ہے از فروشندہ کنفرم میکنه که این دلار به حساب شما رسیده یا نرسیده. اگر کنفرم میکنه درست باشه، اگر کنفرم نمیکنه دولت اون نفت را بگیره که چرا شما رسید بجاید.
You have rice? Yes. Yes, he explained very better language because he do this and work with export of the rice in Iraq. Yeah.
thank you, Aisha. I would like to ask, share some of your thoughts. Mr. Agha Said is the cultural head of the Iranian embassy.
Now I'm very happy to coming to the city and thank you so much for this meeting. This is the purpose meeting and head is economy. So I prefer my colleague Ms. Zahira more tell and speak and hear your idea, suggestion, and everything you think help to better relationship between two countries. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a great honor. I really thank both of you. You came here all the way. Now I would like you to serve you, give you a souvenir. It will make you remember your visit to Chamber of Commerce Gujranwala, and inshallah this meeting will be ended after we will go to the GBC and we will visit over there for exhibition